I always get excited this time of year. Wonder why? Figs. Beautiful, delicious, fat, sweet, wonderful, wonderful figs. I was wondering if I was going to get much of anything out of this year because I mentioned in prior videos how we had a hard March frost. But down here in the south, it was horrible. 48 hours below freezing. So the tree had already started putting on leaves. Frost hit it, all the leaves died off. It seemed like it put everything behind about a month. I was looking at my Google Photos and it showed that I had figs last year about a month earlier. Now, not a lot of them have gotten ripe, but I looked at this tree 2 days ago and nothing was looking like this. So I'm going to be picking some figs today. And my plan is, I'm not going to eat all of them. Well, I would love to eat all of them, but my plan is not to eat them all initially. My plan is to start preserving them. I'm going to dehydrate these figs. We would make jelly or jam. My wife makes great fig jam, but we have a lot left over from last year. So I'm not going to worry about that. I'm going to eat some, I'm going to dehydrate some, because this tree is loaded with figs, more than we'll ever eat. So we're gonna have some fun. Maybe the dogs will eat some. What do you think, Prince? No, I don't think you want figs. Well, if you want figs, you can get figs from down there, okay? Anyway, so let's see what we can get off this tree today. Oh, I need to go and eat this, make sure it is. Once they get, some curl on it like this. Oh, by the way, this is a brown mission fig tree. It's close to 25 years old. It's taller than a one-story house. It is as wide as a two-car garage, as deep as a two-car garage, and as wide. So it's pretty big. I'm never going to be able to get all the figs off this tree because it's up there. Even with the ladder, I'm not going to be able to get them all off. But I'm going to get off everything that I can between now and the next 30 or so days while they get ripe. One thing about figs, unlike I have a pear tree over here, those I can pick them and they'll be fine for weeks, especially if I put them in the refrigerator. The figs, once you pick a fig, you only have a certain amount of time to eat them. After about maybe 3 days, they're mushy. 4 days, you're going to want to either use them for preserves or throw them out. They still taste really sweet, but the texture just isn't right for it. So anyway, let me clean this one off, make sure it's right. I'm pretty sure it is, but I don't want to just eat it because birds get all up in this tree sometimes, and I don't know what was on this. So I'll be back. One word of warning of when you're picking figs. Bees and wasps love them. This is one that's been eaten on. You might think it was a bird, but a wasp would get up in here, or a bee would get up here and eat all into it. So sometimes when you're picking figs, you might find a bee or a wasp already on it. So often when I'm picking them, I'll make sure that there's nothing on it as I'm grabbing it, because there have been plenty of times where I have come close to grabbing a wasp or a bee, and it's not going to be a pleasant thing. I've never been stung by one before, so maybe I'm not as cautious as some people should be, but just be cautious, because these are loaded with sugar, and you know how bees are. Bees make honey, and they eat honey, so that's part of their food. This is as sweet as anything you can get off of any fruit tree I have back here. So watch yourself. I need to go pick some. A little more about the brown mission fig trees. Like I said, I planted this probably about 25 years ago, and it was maybe 3 feet tall. Within 3 years, I was getting figs. By year 5, 6, 7, I was getting more figs than we would probably eat. Now, as far as picking them and giving them away to people, like I said, they go bad really quickly. So if I plan on picking some, I need to get them to the people almost immediately. That way they have time to do whatever they're going to do. If they're going to can them, they can go on and can them. If they're going to eat them soon. I'm going to eat some of these tonight. You know, a few years ago, it's a funny story. About 3 years ago, I was out here. I don't know if I was cutting the grass, but I was doing something in the yard. I hadn't been paying attention to my fig tree until I walked by it, and it's not that I saw the figs that were ripe. I heard the bees. There were that many bees in the tree. You could hear them as you're walking by. There was a hum to the tree made by the bees. So, like I said, be careful, because once they get ripe, it's on. Now, gardening can be hard work, and even planting a fruit tree can be a little hard. You gotta dig the hole, you gotta take care of it. But to be honest with you, I didn't do much to take care of this. I watered it some the first year, and in the spring, I take a bucket with cow manure, put some water in it, and I throw it towards the root, as close as I can get to it. Aside from that, I let it be. I don't put pesticides on it. I've never had to put fungicide on it. All I've had to do is eat. So, yeah. Oh my goodness. That one was perfectly sweet. Some of these aren't. Like this one here isn't fully ripe, but it does have some sweetness to it. It's not going to hurt you to eat it. But some of the others, a little more ripe, but soft. When they get a little soft, they're super sweet. However, like I said, they go bad really quick. So this one here, in 2 days, it's probably going to be bad. So since this is the first day I've seen any of them ripe, there's a lot more that's going to be ripening the next days and weeks. So I'm going to go on and eat some of these, and I'm going to put them on the dehydrator, because tomorrow I'm going to put more on the dehydrator. The day after that, I'm going to put more on the dehydrator. I'm going to keep dehydrating and eating until the tree has become fully ripe and they're all stored away. So if you want, bird in the tree, dog in the tree. So great trees. So anyway, remember, brown mission fig. These are fantastic. Little or no care. They went through this hard frost. Hey, I had other trees that died. This one here is a trooper.